Biological molecules sustain living organisms. They start with carbon. This element has 4 valence electrons, so it can form up to 4 bonds. It creates a chain which other elements and compounds can attach to. The carbon backbone can be straight, branched, or ringed, and can have single, double, or triple bonds. A hydrocarbon is a chain of carbons with hydrogen atoms attached. They act as the foundation of complex biological molecules, which we'll see in a bit. Compounds called chemical groups can replace one or more of the hydrogen atoms. The properties of a biological molecule depend on the arrangement of the carbon chain and the chemical groups that are attached to that chain. The forming classes of biological molecules are carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, and nucleic acids. The simplest carbohydrates or sugars are monosaccharides, such as glucose, which can then be linked by covalent bonds with other monosaccharides to create disaccharides and polysaccharides. The glucose molecule contains one carbonyl group and several hydroxyl groups. Glucose is the monomer building block of several carbohydrate polymers, including starch, glycogen, and cellulose. Starch is stored in plant cells, glycogen is stored in animal cells, cellulose provides structure to the cell walls of plants. The basic building block of proteins is the amino acid. In this monomer, there is a central carbon, amino functional group, carboxyl functional group, and an R group. There are 20 different R groups which correlate to 20 different amino acids. A polypeptide is formed when 2 or more amino acids are joined together by covalent peptide bonds. Proteins are composed of 1 or more polypeptides that fold and coil as a result of interactions between R groups. Proteins perform a range of functions such as speeding up chemical reactions or fighting pathogens. The most biologically significant lipids are fats, phospholipids, and steroids. Fats are made of 3 fatty acid molecules combined with a glycerol. Fatty acids consist of a hydrocarbon chain attached to a carboxyl. Glycerol is a chain of 3 carbons with 3 hydroxyls. Phospholipids have 2 fatty acids joined to one glycerol molecule and a phosphate group. Finally, steroids feature 4 skeletal carbon rings fused together. Fats store energy, phospholipids form cell membranes, and steroids help form cell membranes in animals too. The 2 types of nucleic acids, DNA and RNA, enable genetic information to be passed from organism to organism. Their monomers are nucleotides. These contain a base, a sugar with 5 carbons, and 1 phosphate. If the base has 1 ring, it is a pyrimidine. If the base has 2 rings, it is a purine. DNA has a sugar called deoxyribose. Nucleotides are linked together to form a polymer called a polynucleotide. DNA molecules have 2 polynucleotides. Hydrogen bonds form between the bases to hold the strands together. RNA molecules consist of only 1 strand, but bonding between the bases can still occur. And that's it. Thanks.